Hello there, and welcome to the War Factory for today. 511. It's May 11th. 511. We're doing shots now. Whoa, no, that's not how that song goes. All right. Anyways, attack number one, obviously gunboat energy only. And I actually realized here after I barraged that rocket launcher severely. I'm an idiot. Honestly, what I would suggest doing is just tossing a bunch of critters over there. There are a bunch of boom cannons that have range, but as you can see, the critters just do work, and the boom cannons are so slow, they just can't compete. So, save the artilleries and barrages for another target. I really wish I had done this. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't even, like, comprehend it until I was like, hey, wait a minute, there's nothing covering that rocket launcher. And you can actually see my critters. I dropped 2 packs of critters over there. They're now cutting through all of the, like, non-defensive buildings, so it's a thing. You may have to still use some artillery and barrage over there, but, like, it's not critical, I guess. Like, if your critters can chow through there, that's awesome, because what you can do is artillery and barrage, the shock launcher that's right next to the HQ, way more advantageous. It'll, like, make your life easier. Don't worry, like, all in all, the way I've kind of set up my attack on the War Factory today, like, honestly, I don't want it to be geared towards having to have, like, 100+ energy in order to do your attack, or needing, like, 50% damage boost on your troops, or anything like that. I tried to really take it down a few notches and make it super easy, and it worked out surprisingly well. Another thing I wanted to show you is if you loaded, say, Grens over here, this is Gren heaven, this corner. I actually, like, threw the zooks down, but Grens would obviously do it way better. And what you could do, I did just enough to get, like, 1 more artillery out there, but if you've got the Grens, also I kind of lost some zooks, but let's not focus on that, okay? If you got the Grens down, you can just kind of work along the almost the entire length of the shore, farming up energy the entire time that you're throwing, you know, critters down at that rocket launcher and stuff. If you need to really, like, cut corners or add in extra value because you're much lower level or whatever, I would strongly suggest going that route. Busting out the Grens, getting them to, like, clear up a bunch of energy for you, and then using that energy to blow things up. Also, you'll notice on the first attack, I tagged these 2 lasers, so that when I flare them up, I don't actually have to target anything. My zookas immediately start targeting the lasers because they're already damaged. Very key, very useful, make sure you do that. I obviously did the same thing with the doom cannons over here, because I knew I was trying to fit in a whole bunch of stuff into a single attack, and I knew that, like, I'm gonna get short, and I'm gonna start hurting on the energy, and you can actually see it right here, because I tried throwing an extra shock to take out the mortars and, like, distract the rocket launchers and stuff, and you know, I ran out of energy. I didn't have it in me. I couldn't pull it off. But that's okay, because as long as you hurt that bad enough, it shouldn't be that big of a deal because of this next attack. So as you can see, I went with 3-5 with the Riflemen and Zookas, and I just landed everything over on the right-hand side and started just flowing my troops up the right-hand side, letting them do what they do the best, which is, you know, kicking butt and taking names, and they don't care about people's names. You know what I'm saying? You know, you see where I'm going with this? Alright, anyways. So, obviously, the one last Doom Cannon, I made sure to finish off with some energy. Don't know if you saw that. And then I'm throwing out artilleries and barrages just to kind of clear out those flamethrowers. Now, here's the thing. This attack, I really didn't think it was going to go that far. I just wanted to kind of start opening up the right-hand side so I could run some AZ into what I have now made as my kill zone that's going to be nice and safe and easy and just make like that last attack super nice. But when I got to this point in my attack and I'm throwing all these shocks, I'm realizing, like, holy Toledo, Batman. What, you don't stand around saying holy Toledo? Like, come on, who are you? I'm Batman. Anyway, so I was like, holy smokes, I've got like so many zooks, and I've cleared up this whole side, and I've got so much energy. It only really makes sense to get everything, pull it all together, and go in and see what kind of damage I can do to this HQ, because why the heck not, right? Like, why? Shit. So what I decided to do was regroup everything, obviously under some smokes. This is the kill zone that I was trying to make anyways. Flare everybody onto the HQ, and then I've got a whole mountain of energy, and all I really need to do is 3 shocks on the machine guns, the rocket launchers, and the remaining Doom cannons, only one of the Doom cannons even, and then let my zookas just go to town on that HQ, or I guess War Factory, or whatever you want to call it. And I got the win, like, basically an entire attack beforehand. Now, again, if I had, like, implemented the other strategies, like including Grens and you know, trying to do other things, I probably could have gotten a lot further a lot sooner and had fewer losses. But I didn't think that far ahead. I don't know. Apparently, I've just been on vacation way too long. I've been doing too much traveling, and trust me, videos are coming about some of my crazy travels. Videos are also coming out about my crazy dog, because as you can hear, he's starting to sound like the dog from Snatch, and there's a story behind that. Maybe not one for today, but it is coming, I promise. And then, obviously, I'm just throwing in some extra attacks at the end of the War Factory, because also the Banhammer got dropped. And I definitely want to, you know, I'm making a video on that. I've got some comments I'm looking to share with people. Oh, thanks, bud. Oh yes, that's a very nice thing. Oh, I've been given presents. I've been handed Rudy Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. So, anyways, also, yeah, video coming up about the Banhammer, because it's kind of interesting, and you know, got some things to maybe discuss about. And anyways, all in all, it should be pretty good. Very, very nice War Factory for people who are maybe not necessarily like experts at Smokey Zooka. You can blast through with various troop combos and make it still happen in a fairly decent way. And then also on top of that is you know, basically what I'm doing here, and that is practicing my Smokey Zooka. So if you find yourself being like, oh man, I wish I was better at the Smokey Zooka so I could do the War Factory a little more often, this is how you do it. A couple of boats, doing NPC bases, hopefully you don't miss the mortar like I do, but it'll give you some practice, it'll give you some experience and some barking, because that's apparently what my dog likes to do in the middle of a video. Alright, so anyways, all in all, got a bunch of stuff coming at you. Hopefully it'll be entertaining. And I guess stay tuned. Also, I got yeah, another carrot feeder that's got to go down. I kind of had some fun doing this one. I realized I missed the mortar in the last one, and it's kind of funny because I know I missed the mortar in this one as well. Maybe I need to practice a little more. Maybe I got to do some more NPC bases just to kind of fill things up. And yeah, you know, it is what it is. Anyways, guys, I want to thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully it's been entertaining. And, of course, as always, above all else, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day.